We are live, and I am not going to try to get my face in the thumbnail anymore. Woo! That's tricky. 3 seconds. Thanks, dude. Anyways, let's get a comment monitor running. Here, my channel. Alright. Comment monitor up and running. Hey guys. So we're going to be making a sandwich. We're going to be trying some Dutch crunch rolls and also some pretzel hoagie. I'm most excited about this, but this is one that I'm kind of interested in because this is from Linco. I originally bought a Dutch crunch loaf. Now, Dutch crunch bread is bread where they've then put some rice flour and sugar on top, and it gives it a little bit of a yummy crunch. I haven't tried it before. And interestingly enough, I think it's like a sweet bread, more of a desserty type thing. But I was reading up online about it before I bought it, and one place said that it is the best New York sandwich bread. So I thought, oh, try it. And I originally, hey guys, and I originally bought the loaf because I was going to go for the sourdough bread, but that's already a big round loaf that's been sliced up. I wanted something that was kind of a loaf where then I could cut off a chunk that I thought would be good for a sandwich and then cut it down in the middle of that chunk, but not all the way through, so it'd be kind of like a hot dog bun, but with normal bread. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and taste this. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn my water down because I'm not trying to cook the meat. I'm just trying to soften it up just enough that I can cut a small piece off and then shove it back in the freezer. I was going to do a pepperoni sandwich, but yeah, not a hot dog sandwich, no. So I was going to do pepperoni, but then I'm like, I'll do some beef. Smells interesting. That is really weird. It's like sweet, but not. Weird. Well, not as sweet as I was expecting. So, yeah, we'll have that one. Let's open up the pretzel rolls. Pretzel hoagies here. Oh yeah, I already feel that, that yummy, slightly sticky outside of a pretzel. Come on. Can you come out? There we go. These are already sliced. That's nice. Okay. Gotta taste a bit. Does it have that eggy sting? Yes. Gonna taste a little more. Stuck to my teeth. Okay, good. I was just running over to silence that if... You know what? I'll leave it over there, And, I was thinking about bringing it over so I could, silence the message if possible. Because I don't want stuff for us public if they aren't thinking it's public. Anyways, so, alright. I think this is softened up enough because we don't need a lot of it. I need to find a replacement for these cutting boards. We have some flat ones, some other ones that are plastic. They're like the hard plastic. They're not bad, but I like how big they are and how flexible these are. This one just has a lot of cuts and stuff in it. Oh. And we've got that characteristic smell of meat. I hate that smell. I think cooked meat smells okay, but all of raw meat is just yuck. Grab ourselves a knife. And you know what? I realized, because I forgot last time, I have some meat that I forgot. Where did I go? Cooked it for having with ramen noodles. And I didn't cut off the fat on the side. And so then it didn't cook off as nicely as I thought it was going to. Let's roll up this sleeve here. You know what? I want to grab a serrated knife. I think that will cut. Oh, yuck, disgusting. What did I do? Fortunately, that hoagie bun only touched the outside of the bag. Gotta be careful. Not very sanitary, but there we go. The sleeve just keeps coming down. Working with frozen meat, it's always better to work with regular fresh, well, not frozen meat, I mean. Man, this is harder than I remember it. I'm gonna try something here. Which involves me actually getting my hands not so oily from the fat. Just good enough. Need to look in our knife drawer here. Do I see? I'm not seeing the knife I was looking for. We probably got rid of it. We don't use it. So I'm going to take. Excuse me. Take the meat mallet. Okay, that. Nope. No. Do not do that with your meat mallet. Should have done it with like the flat side. But even then, that's probably just gonna chip this up more. Okay. I'm gonna have to come on with some steel wool and fix that up. Come around and show you guys. Yeah. Knife stronger than whatever this is made out of. Fortunately, I'm going to show you one more time, because I don't think I hold it up long enough to actually show you guys. But, see? And then I just essentially made metal shavings in my thing. So, what's going to happen with this? Tell my mom about it, let her know, and then if she wants to, I will probably buy her a new meat mallet. But, you know, if not, this is also... It's like the coatings come off. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna sand off the rough edges if possible. And then say, hey, accidentally ruined your mallet. Here's what I was doing. You can watch it on my live stream that I did. And I will buy you a new one if you want a new one. Almost got it. There we go. Piece of meat. That's good enough, I think. See, what do we have here? I don't know. Well, I'm going to call that good. Kind of wish I had a little more, but I don't want to have to spend all that time again to saw off more. So, put this back in the freezer. What I am going to do first of all is just rinse this off a little bit on the part that touched the cutting board. Go. Do the very light drying on the towel. Shove it back in the freezer for later. What I'm trying to decide is do I want to run out and grab some, oh wait, never mind. Bacon. Uncured. Cured bacon. Cured bacon contains smoke bombs. I'll have a video about that at some point. Don't know when. I just want to check something. Alright, now. See if I can actually get any usable. Okay. So we want to we have straight on baking sheet or on a rack. Differences are subtle, but connoisseurs will appreciate the changes in texture. So what type of bacon to roast? Many types and sizes. We don't need to worry about sizes. Now where getting is exciting. There are two methods. Baking sheet pan. When the bacon is cooked straight on the pan, it tends to be slightly more chewy and hearty unless you bake it until it is shatteringly crisp. Cooking rack. Bacon made on the rack takes a few more minutes to cook because it's not frying in the hot rendered fat. The result is more crispy along the edges, lighter in texture, and has a slightly more wavy appearance. The only downside, more dishes to clean. So, we want the pan along the baking sheet, and the foil, bake at 375, 15 minutes. Okay, so that's what I need to know is time. And we're going to do a rapid preheat 375. Boom. Oh, whoops. Get the comment monitor back up and running. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to put these, oh, they smell amazing, put these hoagie pretzels back in the fridge. They don't include a little twist tie, which is a bummer. Just the sticky thing that holds it closed, the tape. Good enough. The other ones go downstairs, so I'll take them downstairs in a minute. So we got that. Now with this, again, we're not looking to cook it, we're just looking to defrost it enough that we can split them. Take some more warm water. Whoops, a little bit splashy there. We are literally looking to fill this pot up and cover as much of the bacon as we can. That looks good. Okay. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to flip it around, let the other side get some softening magic happening. That's a little bit too much, a little bit too splashy over the edges for what I'm doing. Oops. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. Got it on medium. Okay. Now that it's kind of bending, I can push both ends in a little bit. Okay. Go ahead and set a timer for, go just 1 minute. We really want to let that absorb heat so we can separate it. So our meat is good. We want to get some other stuff to cook with it. So I have some mini peppers here. Do a red pepper. A red pepper, an orange pepper, and a yellow pepper. One of each color. Wow, this one section here doesn't seal up anymore. Not too bad though, considering this bag has holes in it anyways, to let air in. We got that. And then we also need to grab, we have a red onion here. Timer's N. Turn that off. Oh yeah, we're getting there. We're going to rotate her around. Okay. You go ahead and turn our stove off for now. We don't need any more heat pumping onto that. It's just warm enough. Now I was thinking we could use on the same cutting board because they are going to be cooked in the pan and we are going to kill the germs off. There we go. Just quick rinse. Those are soft enough. some weird wrinkles on this red pepper. Not bad wrinkles, but wrinkles nonetheless. Here's one of the cutting boards I mentioned earlier. This knife is going to get a quick rinse because we're now cutting vegetables. Okay, and we are going to come back in a moment and we have to cut a little bit off of that meat. I like to get as much of the pepper as possible. Okay. Take the bits away that we definitely don't need and throw them into the compost. You know what? I was just going to do dices, but now I'm thinking of doing rings. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. I have to answer the door. That was a neighbor saying our back water faucet is on by our shed. Mom? Mom? You're gonna have to because one I like is play on my house, but the back water faucet is back at the room by the shed. That's what the doorbell is for. The neighbor came and told us. And so I don't know how to turn it off. Since there's some excitement, I'll let you guys peer out and see it. And then we'll get back to our sandwich. But it looks like sandwich. Excitement. Okay. Back to our boards and stuff. So, reasoning for these dices, I think will look fancy. I usually try and go with pieces because I'm not a fan of long things that don't bite easy, like vegetables and stuff, especially on pizza and things. And you get a piece hanging out, but I think this will look fancy, be nice. If we cook them right, then they should bite relatively easy. Wow, that's all of those cut up. Come in with some onion. I hear it's still going out there, so means they are working on it.
Where would your key be?
So, we got this. Okay, now we can come back to the meat. What we want to do is we want to cut off this outer ridge that has fat on it. And the point is we are going to put it with the stuff and cook it with the stuff. But the main point is that we will hopefully cook the fat down enough, and it will impart its flavor. But then whatever's left, we can just easily pull out, and it's not going to be gristle left in our sandwich that we end up kind of chewing and chewing and then have to spit out. Okay. I think that's good enough for now. You can trim off more pieces. And this is especially a good idea when you're talking about lots of little diced up pieces for cooking. But yes, this outer fat should cook down. And then we've also got some inner fat that should cook down. If not, we'll cut it off. So these are going to go into a pan and get cooked. My hands a light rinse in here. And I'm going to check, okay, our bacon. Bacon is good enough now. It's not been cooked, but it's also not solid still. We need our giant pan here. I'm going to pan the camera over more stove side now. There we go. Okay, that's our stove complaining that we got something on its control panel. So, okay, thank you, oven. It says insert food for 1 rack baking. Now here's another thing too, with bacon, what I've been kind of working on doing, although I definitely not for that. So I want to make it with somebody like my mom, or maybe my dad, stepdad, if he's willing to, but he is vegan though, so, although he does eat chicken. He's a vegan that will do chicken, which is actually quite nice, because I enjoy chicken myself too. But I just want to cook it all up, and then freeze it as cooked form. So when you get it out, it won't be as stuck together. 2 will kind of just be easier to, easier to work with. You can just get it out, defrost it, eat it like it is, or pop it on a sandwich. You don't have to then bother cooking it, which, if you guys hear this, there's only one person watching right now, and if it's who I think it is, definitely can't comment. But if you can, then I'd love to talk to you in the comments of this video. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to really smush these close. So I try to avoid touching so they don't get stuck together. But if they do, that's okay. I literally just want to cram as much bacon as I can onto the pan.
More than 8 feet.
I assume you guys got it turned off? Okay. We got that done. Now we can come with bacon and fill it this other direction on our pan. It's a tight squeeze here. I know we can get one more piece up this way. And can I spread? Ooh, and then this last one, I can just squeeze you in. So we got a tiny amount of overlapping, but the point is I just want to cook all this bacon at once and not have to worry about it. Okay. There's a very light rinse. Come in, pop you in the oven, set our timer for 15 minutes, let's go, there we go. Okay, so what else do I need with this? This will kind of want to season it a little bit before I put it into the pan. So I'm going to come on with some Himalayan pink salt, freshly ground, although that is so not important. And this salt grinder, I don't like it very much. And maybe it's just not meant for the pink salt, but. Okay, there's some pink salt. Before I touch the meat and rub that in, I'm also going to grab some. Hands are still a smidge oily. There we go. Grab some, sprinkle on some black pepper. There we go. Then I want. What else do I want? Put some tarhan on there. Which, no, I don't want the sourness of tarhan. Ooh, you know what? Be right back. I just remembered my mom had a fresh basil plant. You guys are actually, I forgot where the camera was panned. Okay. Back to the veggies you go. That's why I need, like, there's some smart cameras that say they follow you around. I would like one of those, but at this point, it's definitely not worth it, especially for the majority of the stuff that I do. This is like kind of a side thing almost. It's cooking and I like it, but yeah. I'm just going to make this easy. Grab another little knife here. We're just going to, I forget what it's called, but we've basically just folded up the basil leaf tiny, and we're just going to slice through it like that. We get some nice little basil pieces here. We're going to come on and we're going to sprinkle this on top of the meat. I'm going to press it in. We're going to use the underside to sop up the rest of the salt and pepper mix, and we'll do the same thing with our piece of fat here. Oh, this smells so good. Okay. So now what we need is a frying pan. And here we go. I practically never use the small frying pan. Let me pan you. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to tilt you guys over slightly more, but not a lot. Okay, let's try that. See positioning of that. Okay, I gotta make sure. I think that's good positioning right there. So could go over a bit more, but what we're gonna do, pick this up. Looks like we need to come and sop up our water that's spilled here. Huh. There's a weird noise, and now I think I realize it's like probably a leaf blower or something. Come on. Okay. That's pretty good. We got enough of the water up. So I don't normally use this pan, but we're cooking a small portion, so we're going to use it. Usually I'm cooking larger portions though, and I'm thinking sandwiches and whatnot for later. So I'm going to go ahead and get this pan warming up on 6. I'm going to do 5, but 6 is good. Also want to put a little bit of olive oil in the pan. So in goes our lovely little dash of olive oil. And we also want to grab out some garlic, too. We have some, oh, There it is. We have some minced garlic. This is disappointing minced garlic. But we got that. So set that off there. I'm going to turn our pan on boost. I want to get it warm really quickly. Grab a spoon to get some garlic out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turning it back down to 6 now. I'm going to spread out our basil just a little bit better on top of this piece of meat. Really smush it on there. Underside has less salt and pepper. That's okay. Okay. I'm going to drop our temperature down to 5 now. Come on with our fat on that one side there. Then we want to come on with our vegetables. Just really surround this thing. Yes. Oh, okay. Now we're just going to grab ourselves a spatula. Move our spatula here because we want to kind of stir this up just a bit. Really looking to get those vegetables and that meat coated. We got a little bit of browning on the one side, which is nice. I might add a little bit of olive oil here. We got what appears to be... Okay, good. I thought it was like a root and there's something where the onion specifically was attached originally and wanted to stick. Oh man, this smells amazing, guys. If only YouTube had smell. Okay. Oops, we're on 4. We want to be on 5. Definitely so. And you know what? I'm not going to add more oil because I think we got everything coated. This is nice and light enough. I'm tempted to go with a little more basil, but I don't want it to be super strong. Oh, and the garlic. Right. Grab a generous spoonful of garlic because this stuff isn't very strong. I'm going to grab just a little bit more. Really just sprinkle and spread that garlic on there. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our lid and I'm going to cover it. That's going to build up a lot of juices and stuff to cook things down. Make it tasty. Now, I wouldn't mind putting our bacon with that, but it's cooking. We got about 6 minutes, 30 seconds left. Now, here's the thing. This is pretty good the way it is. We gotta think, do we want to put anything on our bread? Do we want any sauces? I think I saw some pickles in the fridge. So we'll be maybe doing the pickles. Get a drink, I'm thirsty. Let's test these pickles here. Oh, hold on. So, we got some sliced kosher dill pickles. Nope, we're not going for those pickles. We got some other pickles here I forgot about. These are Oh Snap Pickling Company. Fresh packed, super crunchy. Fat-free, gluten-free, made with non-GMO cucumbers. Hearty Bites, hot and spicy pickle snacking cuts. These are like specifically meant to just open up and snack on them. A somewhat healthy snack. There's no brine added. Great for on-the-go snacking, keep refrigerated. If there's no brine added, then I don't know how they make it into pickle. Because I think brine is like vinegar, water, salt. So, keep refrigerated. But it has ingredients, fresh cucumbers, water, vinegar, salt, calcium chloride, sodium benzoate, preservatives, spices, natural flavors, polysorbate 80, and turmeric for color. These are really good. This one feels like it's missing a lot of the moisture. That's okay. I don't know what happened with the juices there, but yes, we're going to open this one up. and use some spicy snacking pickles for our sandwich, just to add a little bit of a kick. Oh man, my tummy, after drinking that water, is kind of like, whoa, dude. I appreciate water, but I'm hungry. Okay. There we go. Cover that back up. One second. Goodness. Just closing the door to the upstairs to help so there's a little bit less sound coming down here. Still relatively noisy though with the building noises. We're finishing the upstairs, so cool. We got about 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. Check the bacon. Bacon's looking relatively good. Might need a little more time, but we'll see. We're gonna let that timer completely finish though. I'll pull the camera around and we'll assess what to do. So now, we got this. We can actually, what we can do is come on and prep our roll here. Okay. So this is what I was thinking, something like this, but with the larger loaf. So it has a slight hinge. So there's one side where the pepperoni doesn't just completely fall out. Anyways, yes. And oh, it smells so good. I think they should have put just a little bit of salt on top. Just a little bit, but not much. Okay. Oh, and I am out of camera on that one because I panned over. I forgot. Well, let's see. We can actually get rid of our meat cutting board and our meat tools. So we don't need them. We do need that spatula. Spoon can stay. Quickly take care of these over here. Finish washing those off in just a minute. Come back over to here. Oops, we got an onion sticking out. So I am actually going to check this, give it one stir, even though it hasn't been timer beeping for our bacon yet. That meat looks good too. And we're not looking to, we want to cook it all the way through. That's my preference. But we're also not looking to cook it like super fast, but not super slow. So kind of medium. Which this definitely isn't like super slow cook, like all night slow cook, which is really nice. 1:13, 12, 11, 10. Got about getting close to a minute left. Let's go ahead and take care of some junk here. Which, oh yeah, we bought this on sale at Smithso. Yay. Oh, I just remembered. I have original Pringles, so we can have some Pringles with our sandwich. Okay. 2, 1. 30 seconds left on the bacon. Anything else? Ooh. Do we have any? Mayonnaise. Ooh, hey. Someone brought us some Best Foods mayonnaise. I've seen ads for them that make them like really good. Or make them sound really good. Okay. Let's pull you guys around, check our bacon. Turn timer off because that is always annoying. Go. Oh, it needs more time. I like crispy bacon, not chewy bacon. I'm going to grab a pair of tongs, though, and just assess You gotta also realize too that bacon, like when it's warm, it's flexy and then it crisps up after a bit, but that needs more time. Well, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna grab a plate. Also a good sign is we don't have a lot of sticking together. I'm gonna take out one piece of bacon. We're gonna try it this way. And we're gonna let the others go for a longer time. Keep you guys on this side for a bit. I'm gonna need to extend out first set of legs on my tripod. So. Yeah. Could be good. Could not be. Let that cool a bit and then I'll taste it. So do I want any... just watching myself extend the legs. Very weird looking and interesting. Let's see, how much longer do I want to do on? We'll do 5 minutes. Okay, we need to grab our spatula and check our pan again. Make sure nothing's sticking. Got a lot of the veggies and stuff cooking down nicely. So now at this point what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it continue to cook. Yeah, we see the center of the meat's more solid. I'm going to continue to let it cook uncovered now. Because we don't want a lot of the moisture in our final product. And this will also crispy some things up just a little bit. More like sear our onions. And I should have panned you over. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see, how's our bacon? Bacon's cooled down. I think I can try it now. That's actually good. Evenness. Soft. I definitely still prefer crispy bacon, but it's not bad. Oh. Ugh. That chewy. Ugh. Nope. It's got too chewy and disgusting. Down the garbage disposal you go. Yeah. I'll let that other piece crispy up fully. And since we're cooking uncovered now, I'm also going to turn the pan down to 4. Now let's go ahead and assess our piece of meat. Now that it's cooked, we can, with our veggie knife, our herb knife, just gonna cut into it. Very much so, still pink on the inside. So, and then I'll probably, cover it back up in a minute, and you can see here we've also got this very thick, tough, gristly piece over here, but it has cooked down and shriveled up a bunch and imparted some of the fat and flavor to our dish. So that's going good. Lettuce. I should look in the fridge and see if we have any lettuce. We do have some lettuce. Already small chopped pieces, but that's good. I'm going to keep this in the fridge though, until we're actually ready for it. And then there's another thing I'll grab out of the fridge too when we're ready for it. That will go good as a side to the sandwich. Let's see, can you guys see? Oh, it's very bright. Where is the timer? Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's my shadow. You can see the timer a bit now. What happens if I do this? That just brightened things up. That's weird. Huh. Well. We would love to focus in on our plate there. Our meat. Okay. Give this another turn over. We're going to be slicing that into thin pieces. Okay. About 45 seconds left. I'm going to just turn on my light. I'm going to assess our bacon. Definitely looking crisper. Maybe not quite enough. Maybe, I don't know, 5 more minutes or so. We'll see. I want mayonnaise on my... Oh, I know what I wanted. I don't see what I'm looking for. I'll have to check. I'll bring you guys out to the garage with me. We'll check in the freezer out there for what I'm looking for. And if I don't find it, then I'll explain what I was looking for and call it a day. We're going to wait. Okay, timer. Bacon timer's done. That's definitely crisper. There's a little more sticking going on. I love the sound of that grease popping. We're going to lay you down out onto our thing there. Go ahead and give this another little stir. It's cooking nicely. So I'm not going to taste this bacon. I'm just watching for how crispy it actually is. No, that needs more time. Back in you go. It's definitely a lot closer though. That's a lot closer. So, set a timer for another 5 minutes. So it'll be a total of 25 when this is done. Let's go ahead and cut into our meat from this side. See what kind of a look we get. Okay, what do we got? I would say that meat is done. It's good. Veggies look nice and soft. Not quite like caramelized like I might like. I've done some caramelization recently versus just softening up and frying. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn that off. And then I'm going to just spread everything out as evenly as I can, so as much of the veggies and meat and whatnot touch the bottom of the pan and kind of cook down and get crisped up. And we're going to go take a look in the garage, see if I can find what I'm looking for. Okay, into the garage freezer. I'm going to zip up because it's cold out here. Okay. Got bacon. Got some Nasty Smith's garlic bread. That's not the good kind. We got some turkey stuff. Most likely for my stepdad. More Smith's garlic bread. Some Cache Valley mozzarella. I think this is the mozzarella that I like. I'm going to go off this sandwich because I'm kind of picky about cheeses, and I don't like that cheesy steam from most cheeses. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. We have... This is what I was looking for. Oh man, this sandwich is going to be amazing now. Okay. Oops. There we go. Let's go back inside. Nobody's down here. I'm going to just turn off those lights. Okay. So, for this guacamole, what we need to do Let's bring our pot over. Get it on power. Come on. And then I'm going to see if we have another bag in here that I can put this in. Give it a little bit of extra protection from the heat. Okay. Well, not heat, sorry. From the water. So I want to stick that in there. Press it down. Try and have as few bubbles as possible. There we go. Because one thing that can happen if you boil this for too long, it'll just bubble open and you'll have guacamole water and it won't be fun. And this is one thing where you can just go full on ham with the heat and let it defrost. Another advantage too is what you end up getting with this is like you can take it out part way and scrape some off and then put the frozen mash in the fridge for later. There's also something weird with guacamole that I've been meaning to test or to figure out why. Because like you'd think guacamole oxidizes so it will turn brown and then eventually black. It's okay if it turns brown, it might not taste the best, you're not necessarily going to get super sick. Black is questionable. But like if you put it in a container and you vacuum out all of the air, any part that is not touching a surface will oxidize and turn brown. And trust me, we suck all the air out with our food saver. But then if we put it in like a bag and we vacuum it out, vacuum all the air out, and it's got all surfaces pressed against something, well, then it doesn't oxidize. That's weird. Let's check our bacon. Oh yeah, that looks good there. We are going to go ahead, we're going to cut and pull this bacon out of the oven. This needs to go in the sink. Make way for the bacon. Okay. Now we've also got a lot of bacon fat, and I love to save the bacon fat for cooking and stuff. So I'm gonna check the fridge quickly and see if I have a bacon fat jar in here. I hope I do still. I mean, it's been a while since I've done bacon or used bacon fat, just because it takes so long to, cook it up and do it. Nope, I don't have a bacon fat jar. Well, let's see behind. Nope, I'm not finding it. So, we're going to grab a jar, and we're going to pour the bacon fat into it. And for some reason, I cannot find a great jar. That's not. Or I suppose a Tupperware could work too. Well, what about this? Okay, I found we have a better lid. Okay, we found a lid. Found a ring. Okay. Okay, so, we want to bring our plate over here too. We don't move, oops, remove the scissors before they move out. Okay, there we go. So, we're going to start, well, actually we should check our bacon. I'm going to taste my taste piece again. Make sure it's actually crispy like I like. That's better. Actually, could go for a bit longer. It's now not like super chewy like it was. There's not that bristly fat that I'm chewing on. So, what we're gonna do is just pick up pieces of bacon. Okay. Oops. I am also going to go ahead, so we don't have bubbles over. I'm going to just turn our pot down to 7. It's good enough here. Coincidence, coincidence, crazy coincidence. I gotta bring you guys in here and show you guys this. We have. This will probably have to be taken out. I'm gonna cut this and put it as its own separate little thing. Check that out. We have, not counting that, we have DRIP. Bacon is dripping fat. Cool. Or, you know, it could be like B for bacon and then drip, because it's dripping fat. Okay. Good enough for those pieces. Now let's get the last 3 pieces down here on this end. I didn't want to drop you. There we go. There we go. We're almost done with our sandwich and we can taste it. So we have some yummy bacon. Bacon. Okay. Next, what we want to do is grab our oven mitt, grab a jar funnel, grab our spatula. I'm going to go ahead and shut off the power to the stove. I don't necessarily like warm guacamole. Nope. Hold on. Okay. We'll throw you away right away. First, let's just pour off what we can. Oops, we got a lot of spillage. Okay. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I have to wash this counter. I'm just going to come along here. Really scrape. I'm going to put you guys over here where you guys can potentially see it better. So I want to tilt my pan at an angle. Get as much of the fat as I can. Running down to the corner. Gotta be careful not to just pour it all out. We're gonna go ahead and take a dump with what we have. I think we're at the point where we can let it rest on there and scrape it. Don't have to worry so much about melting the, Oh, yeah, I can touch that with my bare hand. We're good. It's cool how the metal cools off really quickly. Even from being at 375. But, like, when you have cookies on there, they hold heat a lot better, so it keeps it hotter longer. So, there's our bacon fat. Now what I want to do, because there's still a little bit of fat on there, still some yummy goodness, I'm going to come on with our hoagie pretzel. And then, same thing with our crunch roll. Just going to... Crunch roll I can separate because it already is kind of wanting to, but... I'll really get some of the yummy flavors of our bacon fat on there. Oh boy. Now, I was tempted, or I was thinking earlier about toasting this, but I'm not going to. I specifically don't want to. What I am going to do, though, is grab, well, I can use our spatula here, get as much of this bacon fat off as I can. I'm just going to grab a pastry brush. Actually, we can take one of our crunch rolls, kind of sort of sop up the fat in there. Try not to get breadcrumbs in here. I think I might have gotten one or two, but that's okay. We're just going to dip this in and give our bread a light basting of the fat. Fat is flavor. If you want to go for a slightly healthier sandwich, no, whatever. Skip the fat. The fat is flavor. Okay. There we go. Now, outside of this I think is a little bit oily, so I'm going to just over the sink. Should have panned the camera over, oh well. So what I did is I just sprayed the outside of this with some light soapy water. Just a quick spray and a rinse. So this will go in the fridge for later use. Let's go ahead and quickly finish up our sandwiches here. Okay. So, first of all, we do cut our meat. There was a little bit of good meat stuck to this piece here. I think I see it right there. That's not coming off, so we're good. That's just going to go down garbage disposal. There we go, ground it up right away easily. So, here's our main delicious piece of meat. It's cool enough now that I can work with it with my hand a bit. I'm going to go ahead and cut this into just little strips. Little bit pink in the middle, but that's okay. Let's give this a taste. Oh, that is nice. It's tender. Has a little bit of a, not really a chew to it. It does have a slight chew, but it's nice. Flakes apart easily. So, that is then going to go just back into our pan with our other stuff. We're going to bring the camera over here, grab our spatula. We're going to toss this together again. This is a type of sandwich where, you know, having a bread like the hoagie that has one side sealed is very nice. So, let's consider assembling our sandwiches here. And I was just going to use the bacon plate, but it's all greasy and stuff. Let's make this look nice. Although usually I'm not big on presentation, you know, but hey. So, we're going to bring in our bread. There's our pretzel hoagie. And our Dutch crunch. I'm going to pull you guys back just a bit so you get a little bit wider area of view. Okay. So, oh, our lettuce too. Oh, our guac. Guac should go down first. So, just going to pull it out of the pot. Let any water just drizzle off. Okay. Snip that open. Yeah, as you can see here, it's very much so bubbling towards that side, like it was gonna come out. Ooh, this is hot, so I'm gonna take this. I'll pan over and show you guys. I'm just gonna run this. You know what? Here. Not waste water. I'm gonna get some ice. Should be good enough. And then we're gonna fill this up again with our cold water. Okay, there we go. So that definitely cooled down a lot. Get it a little more because I don't want warm. I want kind of cool. That's the first thing that needs to go on, so we're going to wait just a little bit here. Okay. Is it cool enough? A little bit of warmth, but that's good enough, and I'm thirsty, so. Good enough there. Oh, I feel the warmth rising back up. There we go. Okay. Another thing that happens too when you boil it is with the way the plastic curls up and whatnot, then kind of sort of likes to stick together a little bit. But we got it. There we go. Just a tiny little opening here. That's good enough. The reason I didn't do both sides on this one, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to squish that down. There we go. Now we got some on both sides. Oh. Still warm. Not like super gross warm, but prefer it cold. Okay, so now, lettuce. Okay, so here's our lettuce. A little bit wilty here. We're just going to put a couple of pieces down. Sandwiches need to be symmetrical. Okay, that's, and we have a little, like that. Now, there's a hottie These are a little bit. I need to taste this to make sure it's still good. Best by 30th of September 2000. Wow, expired pickles. 18. This might not be usable. Let me see. I'm just gonna dump this out onto our board. Okay, the pickles on the bottom are less rubbery. There's still some juice down there. Let's find a rubbery. How's this? Ugh. Nope. Yuck. Not only is this it's not I have something piece of bacon to wash the taste away. Not only was there the spiciness that the pickles are supposed to have, there was also an acidity sting to it. So we're coming on with our dills then. I'm gonna do a 3 pickle for this one. A 1, 2, 3 pickle for that one. Then we need some bacon. There's a piece of bacon for that one. This one, we're gonna split our bacon in half and kind of do that with it. Oh, this is looking good. Then what we need to do is load up our sandwich with some of our meat. There's just a smidge of meat left in the pan, and vegetables, like enough for one more of the smaller sandwiches. Let's just spread this out a little more even. Then it's pickle time again. 1, 2, 3. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Bacon. 1, 2, 3 pickle. That pickle almost has a face on it. A little bit of lettuce. We're going to tilt that back there so that I can kind of squish the sandwich closed, but maybe squeeze things in place a bit. Okay. Then, again, bacon. 2, 3. A little bit of spillage out there. Some yummy lettuce. Our sandwich top. Just gingerly press it into place. Okay. Oh. Now to finish that up. Oh man, I'm so hungry. This is tasting so good. And then I'll have a bite. Tell you what I think. We need Pringles. And we're not done yet. We need one more piece of this puzzle, and then we'll be done. I wish I had a bigger fan base, so then like more people could be on live streams at various times when I'm streaming, and less people would have to go. We're gonna come on here with, not that one, a purple baby carrot, and orange baby carrot. And then we have a white baby carrot This one right here, technically a white, but it's a little bit more yellowy. Do they? No. Oh, actually, no. Wow, there's a few more that are more yellowy, so we do have yellow carrots, too. Amazing. That looks absolutely fantastic. High five myself and you viewers. Good job. Okay. I need to do one thing really quickly, and then we can taste it. Just get my nice camera out to take a photo. Let me just make sure that looks good enough for me. I'm zooming in on some details here. Wow. I'm going to take one more just to make sure I held it as still as I can. Yeah, that one got a little bit better detail. See? A little bit less fuzzy. So, yeah. Delete the unnecessary one. I also like the angle a little bit better too. That is perfect. So, I'm going to taste this now and tell you guys what I think. So let's come over to our table here. Go. Okay. Huh. Comment monitor says one is still watching. So I just want to see what view we're getting, and I'm going to, I want a more straight on view. Boom. There we go. Right. Let's get a bite of this. I'm going to actually have a little bit of Pringle first. Man, that was worth the time I spent to cook it. Let's try a bit on the pretzel hoagie. So, the Dutch crunch bread is good. I prefer the flavor imparted by that pretzel hoagie. It is so much better. Yeah, the Dutch crunch. lighter, more fluffy bread that acts as a good way to get the sandwich to your mouth without altering flavor. But the sandwich really benefited from the flavor of the pretzel buns. And now that I know that Winco has them, it might be one of the only things that I ever buy. It would actually be really close to a sourdough pretzel, but and I'll eat a carrot too. Anyways, thanks for watching. Yeah. I'll see you guys in whatever's next. That was fun. It was amazing. You know, actually, I should have an edited down version of this. I'm going to. So, yeah. I'll see you guys later.